us. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Austin Bats and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go. Get the flag. Hey, check.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check three.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line. Here we go.
Double time. Neutral, focus. 4 down.
From midfield now, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Run for Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now a first down throw. Watson on the move to it. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And it's third down.
Reset. 17. 25. 9, go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Pollard going to try the right side. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. Go to base. I'm coming.
On third down, it's Pollard. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. A first-half update now from Philadelphia. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So, see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, But on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st down, Bats.
19! 59! 24! It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 56! Mike 56! Wildville! 56 from now.
On 1st down, Watson steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
56! 56! Come on, boy! Come on, boy!
To try again after the sack. Watson, and he whips that one incomplete there. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Shaq Lawson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Mike 51. Switch up.
2nd down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Check 49. Watch the edge.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Push him back.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. That ball complete to Isabella. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Check. Lucky. Check. 55. Check. Get the point down. He's coming.
On first down, Mixon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on out here. Come get some.
From the gun, Watson. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run with Hines. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result? 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Haskins. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Lions. 56 yards. Now it's Haskins. He's going to let it go deep for and it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And fights through one man. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the screen. 44, Mike, 44. Alert. He's going back to the offense. Let's go. No. Let's go.
Now Watson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Watson. Catch is made by Harry. And he's got this down to the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Watson now to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
44 to Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 43. Mike, 44. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Here's Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Throwing on third down, Watson eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end, Fant. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Check. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Watson looks to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 24. Check 24. Over.
From the 38, Haskins. He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Detroit. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now again, right side. It's Hines, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here's the tap. 19. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Check 99. Check 94. 24. 44 Mike. Check. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Mike Bobo. 44 to Mike. Another time now. Let's go. 44.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Next to score, Pats 24, Lions 15.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
He's checking. Crash.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Kill.
4th down, here's Haskins. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be out right at the 35. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. It's time to crash. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Coleman. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3. And it's 2nd down. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check. Watch the shit.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Switch.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Pollard again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game.
There he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Dwayne Haskins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage.
59, 54. Line up.
Watson on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And all the way in for the touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Now Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
36.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First down.
Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Watch the run.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 21, it's second and 10.
Let's bring it. Mike 51.
Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
They'll take over.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's second and 8.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This is Hines. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Hines. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Alert. 56 to Mike. Off. Watch the pass.
Now Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Andy Isabella was the intended target. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right.
Watch twit. That's it.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now it's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Hines. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.